welcome everybody to the stream. The first ever. We got a Bubba with us. He's hanging out. Say hi, Bubby. Say hi, Albus. Albus. Look, hey, Albus. He's like, what's up, bitches? Want to see my butthole? Welcome everybody to this South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update. It's a new thing that we're going to be doing every week because of my new schedule and because of how I'm changing things around. I decided to do this every Monday at 7 p.m. I want to welcome everybody that's here. Godly JC, everybody say what's up in chat. Chat will be above my head, as you can see from the Hound there. The Hound, JC, Born Stellar, welcome everybody. Friar Pop, Godly JC, welcome. How are you doing today? Born Stellar 42, welcome. Good to have you back. Capium, of course, is here, as always. And I'm excited for tonight. It's the first one. Godly, thanks for the bits, baby. Oh, you know what? I never... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude, thanks for reminding me. I have to add in the alerts real quick. Boom! Beautiful. Thanks for reminding me, buddy. We'll put them right... There, we'll put them right here. Oh, just in time. Just in time for the Friar Pop 100 biddies. JC, sorry yours didn't pop on screen, but I appreciate your bid anyway. Friar Pop, I'll get you that premium loot box. For supporting the stream, buckets are the reason people come. I might change what the chat looks like up there. I'm not sure if I like it. But you know, this is the first one, so I'm sure this overlay, I kind of made this overlay, I made this overlay early. Look at this kitty. I made this overlay early on, this morning, on lunch. Thanks for the host, Capium. Gonna lay you down by the fire and caress your womanly body. Worth it. Look at the Bubby, he's so sleepy. Hey, Bubby. Oh man, we just have the South Park weekly Albus update. That's my cat, Albus. 150 buckets to everybody. Welcome to everybody. Anyway, so the weekly update is gonna be our time early in the week to talk about things for the biddy. JC, I'm slowly but surely getting to 100. I'll be it that I'm gonna. As of right now, you'll be 5 off. That's hilarious. Come on, guys, I'm trying to talk over here. So the weekly update, we'll be talking about Team Wars. We'll be watching some of my Team Wars games. They won't always be good ones. Sometimes we'll just be watching some. Sometimes we'll just be watching some me stomping somebody. I probably won't watch the ones on my other accounts of me losing, because I'm just losing because I have like level 2 epics, you know, because it's adventure locked and stuff. So if I lose on my main account, I'll be sure to show it. But the other ones, I probably won't show those ones. Because that's like, oh, I lost because my level 1 ninja can't handle his level 3. But I do appreciate you guys being here for the first one ever. We're gonna chat a bit about the last Team Wars. We'll probably watch those ones. Let me switch my sound to come through here. The sound is just the music, but I like to hear the music. Know what's going on in the background, you know? Although I think when I plug it into my speaker like this, it kind of fucks me up. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna change this like this. I'm gonna give this more room so that I can see all of my stuff. So let's see here. We're gonna start today with talking about last week's Team Wars. I will stop moving around back there. So last week's Team Wars. This was our... Oh, that's gonna be backwards. Hold on, I gotta put this right here. Whoa. Yeah. What the fuck? Wait a second. That doesn't make sense. Wait. No, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. This one has this. I guess it doesn't matter where this one is. This one has to be here. Boom. And then when I put this one up, there you go. Figured it out. Don't forget, guys, this is the first time we've done this, so I'm figuring it out. Earlier it was just black background, but I was like, oh, let's put the scrolling South Park shit. Also let the team know there's double Timmys in the deck. We're actually gonna talk about that. Might not be the worst choice. Hey Glands, Joey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Chef's top 4 suite. Okay, so this was my bracket last week, which is like the top bracket, so it's probably interesting to some of you. So for the first time, actually for the second time ever, I think Illuminati got 3rd place. Now, the last time they got 3rd place was when we got 2nd. I think the first time, 1 week, us, Dire Tide, and them got matched together. Dire Tide matched up. That was like Potato Wars. Dire Tide got some potatoes, we got some DCs, and they ended up beating us and Illuminati. We ended up beating Illuminati, so we kept our lead on Illuminati, but Dire Tide beat all of us. And then I think they lost those crowns, because that was D-Reiki time. But then so Illuminati got 3rd place, which drops their or increases free to play's lead from Illuminati by I guess 5 points just from the score alone, so there's 5 points extra, and then we get 100 and they get, in 3rd place you get what, 25? So they got 25 plus 50, 75, and then we got 155. Yeah, so pretty damn big increase. Usually we're only going up 50 points on them because we get 1st, they get 2nd. So maybe we go up 51 points, maybe we go up mostly just 50 points. But Casa kicked some ass and we ended up in 2nd, or they ended up in 2nd this week. Pretty awesome. What's up, Execute? What's up, Kirk? Welcome, everybody. So really interesting week. A lot of Casa waited till the end. They had a pretty low score at the end. Chefs tried to do the same, but Chefs got picked off a lot. It's really easy to just, basically what we're doing is, I go to queue, I queue up, I wait 5 seconds, I unqueue. I queue up, I wait 5 seconds, I unqueue. If I don't get a battle in like 10 tries, then clearly nobody from gold is playing right now, and I'm just going to keep playing ladder and then go back to Team Wars in 15-20 minutes and try it again. And so it's really easy to try to get gold players only. Now it's even easier now because there's what, 13 teams in gold. We can actually jump to the next picture here. So there's 9 teams in gold right now, as you can see here. I actually can't show my cursor on screen. There's no way to like put my cursor on screen. That's really funny. So you can see here, Dire Tide and Chef's Elite are back in gold. They spent 1 week in gold. They got 4th and 5th place. They got knocked out. It only took them 1 week to get back, which makes sense since they'll be getting like 150 points if they win their bracket. Nambla, Dead Fish Gaming 3. Thanks for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it. Make sure you get on the Discord. Ooh, Roxo and the Mercs are number 3. Actually, Roxo's account is in free to play. Mercs are number 3 right now, which is pretty awesome. Nambla rocketed all the way up to 6. Godly, thanks for the bit. Nambla rocketed all the way up to 6 because last week they stopped at 3499. So they went from 3499 up, 150 to 3651, and they got rocketed up in the ladder, which is pretty fucking sweet. Now there is, 11, 12, 13, 14. If you want to check it out, you guys can all check it out in your own game. You can see the first 50 teams, I think it shows, no matter where you are in the leaderboard. Hey, what's up, Dobbs? Roxo joined free to play, yeah, pretty much. Born Stellar, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Buckethead Nation. The Buckethead gang, the Glanzer Gaming gang. Appreciate it. That's Buckethead, that's our new kid, that's our mascot. He's happy you're here. Illuminati still 4th, or still 2nd, but they did lose quite a bit of space, or we gained quite a bit of space. It was only like 200 something, now it's above 300, so we could eat quite a few losses from them and still be just fine in first place. So we're feeling pretty good, pretty confident. It'll be interesting to see how long it takes Mercenaries or Casa to start really threatening Illuminati second place. You tired? Am I that boring, Bubby? Am I that boring, guys? Am I that boring? I'm thinking that's a yes. All right. Well, let's spice things up a bit. I'm just playing, guys. Anyway, Nambla. If you want to join NamFam or free to play, make sure you check out the Discord. There's family for everybody. If you're casual, you can hang out in Namblos. If you try hard but you don't have the levels quite yet, you can hang out in Namblings and work your way up. If you're pretty good and you're solid, you got 22, 23 new kid level and you're ready to rock some shit, you can start in Namblos and work your way up to free to play. It's really an awesome pack right now. Excited to see how it plays out over the next month or so. Yeah, it's really cool. I think it's interesting just how many crowns you lose in Gold League. And now because I think there's like 14 or 15 teams. Well, actually, I can pull it up now, so I'm not speaking on speculation. I can't show it on screen because I didn't think about that. I'm stupid. But I did just last minute think about putting that background and leaving it in there. That works out really well. All right, so right now after Dire Tide, 10 is French Family, 11 SP Elites, 12 Spain Park, 13 Delise Facebook, and 14 Chefs Elite. Not Chefs Elite, very different, with 3502 crowns. So barely got into gold this league. So there's 14, which means they'll be able to do three full brackets. Other than the last one will only have 4, which is pretty good for Gold League. Though there's a lot of people playing. I mean, there's 14 times 50, 500 plus players. Like that's a lot of players to get matched up against, depending on if they're all at 50 or not. What's up, Pegs? Welcome. So Albus does look unimpressed. He had to switch. I can't get him in the shot anymore. He had to turn around. He's like, I know you're using my face for views, motherfucker. Uncle Fuckers barely got second with Chef's Elite. Would have clinched it if our last guy didn't wake up late to get all 3 matches. And you would have kept him out? That's fucking sick, dude. That's some crazy. That's why Team Wars can be cool, man. Like you can make cool little battles. Even if you're not fighting for top teams, even if you're in the middle or whatever, you can always make a little battle, like the game within the game. Like, oh, if we get first against these guys, we keep them out of gold this week. That's your little goal. So that's, there's a lot of cool stuff like that you can do. Namblos has been doing pretty well in silver. I think we're currently ranked 170 or something like that. So we're top 200, not bad. Namblings is in top 50. I think they're 40 something. So they're doing well as well. So like I said, if you want to join Nambla, ! NamFam, check it out. A little bit of scooping, a little bit of scooping, a little bit of pegging, a little bit of plugging the NamFam team. Also check out Mercenaries and Casa Bonitas. Both great teams. There's a home for you no matter who you are. But I would stay away from those dirty cheating bastards over at Chef's Elite. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing, guys. Anyway, so next, let's watch my Team Wars games. We're gonna start actually with a game where it's Moody Buckethead playing. That's the deck choices. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. Let me see if I can get this going. So I figured out how to get VLC so I had to change VLC's output to be OpenGL. And so that lets me actually game capture it, which means that I'll be able to more easily capture the video output of for movie night, which by the way is August 31st. I still do plan to have a guest. I'm going to reveal the guest. It's going to be Kirby. Apex Kirby is going to be here hanging out with us. So that's not this weekend, but next weekend, the 31st, ! Movie night in chat to get more information about that. It's gonna be a third one we've done, and you can see some clips and check it out. So let's get this. This is me playing on Moody Buckethead. Beautiful. Oh, look at that, it fucks it up. I don't want you. I don't want you full screen. Stop it. There we go. All right. Oh, it fucked up because I put it full screen so much. All right, so we're waiting for an opponent, which is honestly most of Team Wars. All right, we got Kybrun from Make Love Not SPPD, which isn't a terrible team. I don't have sound on, so excuse me. I think I get a Call Girl play. Call Girl into Tupperware or something. So Moody Buckethead doesn't have great levels in this Wars. None of these cards are really ones I play. I don't have terrible levels. So this guy, level 2, level 3, like I have a chance. When I saw this, when I saw the arena, I was like, you know, I have a chance. Moody Buckethead did get 3 wins, 1 loss. The Adventure Lock went 0-3, and my main account went 3-0, and we'll watch all 3 of those ones after this one. This was the only game in Moody that really mattered. The other ones were all just shit stomping. Yeah, this is a win. Sorry, guys. So this guy gets a pretty decent ninja on the Mosquito, but his Swarm was already being attached by Medusa, I think, if I remember correctly. So it wasn't that big of a deal. I decided to play Tupperware here, just because I wanted a body and a tank so that Medusa wouldn't get attacked by those 2 range cards. And I figured I could blow him up with a you know, level 3 Hermes. That's one of the few cards I do have leveled. And Tupperware is level 5, so I have a couple cards leveled. Medusa's level 2, Timmy's level 1, I think. But so I have a couple cards leveled, so I don't have a terrible deck. And this guy is a absolute potato. What's up, F-Meister? So out comes the Pope on the... So let's roll that back. Let's roll that back. Did I have a better play, or was I being just a cocky prick here? I could have just played Hanky out. I should have just played Hanky out. Maybe I thought I was going to get Pope back. I mean, I should have got Tupperware back. Why would I not get Tupperware back? Tupperware can't be poped? That's possible, man. That's totally possible. That's a total possibility. He's immune. Did we just figure something out right here? I'm sure some people knew that, but I wasn't aware of that. I never thought Tupperware would be immune to the Pope. I mean, it's an ability. Makes sense, because that definitely should have been Tupperware. Like 110%. Was Hermes definitely the person who died? Yeah, Hermes died before him. So it's not like it really fucked up and just played somebody random. Wow. Wow. Look at that. That's interesting. That means you could be sitting at full energy with the next card that you're gonna pope be like Incan or something like that. You could play out Tupperware on 10 full energy, have him go full tilt, have them play to defend him, and then you still got an Incan in your back pocket with a Pope that he won't fucking expect. He'll think, oh, you fucking just poked back Tupperware. Oh shit, it's Incan! Ah! Anyway, Rats on the top side to get around the Zen. So the reason I did this, even though Zen was charged, so partially because I knew that Zen's charge would be over by the time they got there, so it was a good chance there. But I also knew that because Hercules was there, the Rats weren't gonna actually be able to get the target on Zen, and they weren't gonna go to the top side, they were gonna go to the back side. By the time they get to the back side, Zen's not taunting them anymore, they can start attacking the new kid. So you'll see that in action here if we step back. So the rats go on the top side with Hercules. Even if Hercules starts attacking Zen, it's still pushed enough. So he thinks all the rats are gonna get attached, but they're not. The rats, that one right there is gonna attack New Kid no matter what, so that's good. It's just out of the range. The one on the bottom right side and the left side, they're gonna attack Zen no matter what, but the one on the top is gonna go around because of the pathing all the way around. And now the Zen target has stopped, and because Hercules in the way, the rats aren't targeted Zen, they retarget back onto New Kid and blow him the fuck up. Now he's got a decent push coming back at me here though. And so I just give it up because everything dies to New Kid. I don't want to waste any energy. I just wanted to make sure that he doesn't take 2 bars. Because if I would have tried to defend here, what would have happened was my only real option honestly was to drop Zen right here. So I drop Zen, and most likely by the time Zen's out, that little motherfucking swarm bitch is already on New Kid, and the only thing I have in my hand to stop that is possibly Call Girl. So I don't think I could stop this push anyway. And when he played the Hanky, it really solidified my thought that I'm not gonna play any more cards. I'm not gonna try to defend this. The Zen's gonna walk into the blast probably, maybe not, whatever. He can't play Zen now in the back because he's gonna cycle it because it's behind it. So the Mysterion's not gonna bother me because there's still a minute left. He's barely even gonna get to the other side in that time. So I'm giving this bar up. Because even with Zen out, the Mysterion probably would have gotten New Kid anyway. It's not a whole lot of damage, but it's enough. New Kid can't deal. Clyde would have been healing, like it just wouldn't have. It wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have stopped it. So we decided to play defensively here for this last minute. We put the Tupperware out. Tupperware can't be turned into whatever. So this I'm trying to just get some damage on Medusa and get her onto a tank so I can try to fuck her up. I don't really have a whole lot of options, but Tool Shed, level 2, should drop level 4. Can't remember who I'm poping right now. Hoping the Medusa? I should Zen, or yeah, there you go, okay. I was worried that my, oh no, it's Santa. I was worried, oh no, was it supposed to be Medusa, but his Medusa was out? Let's check. Was I trying to grab Medusa? No, I played Medusa earlier. What the fuck? I really wanted Santa back? I guess I just wanted bodies. I just wanted bodies. Which works out here because we just defend, you know? So I was just thinking, put as much bodies out there. They don't have Unholy Combustion. They can't blow up Santa. They're just gonna have to work through the damage, and they weren't able to do it. So that one, pretty good game on Moody. I wish I could have gotten that last bar, but we were good to just defend after we had to give that one up. So, feel pretty good. Potato for sure, but that deck, I mean, you saw my deck, I didn't really have anything good. All right, so let's check out my 2 potato games on my main account. We'll just kind of talk through. Most of them won't have anything special, but we'll just talk through to see if there's anything that we might want to talk about. Maybe I do a good setup. Maybe they do something well that would have worked, but their cards were just bad. I'll point out when I clearly misplay because I'm playing a potato. So I want to lead with Toolshed here probably. I haven't watched this one, so I don't remember. I want to lead with Toolshed. And then if he doesn't really respond, I'll probably lead with Choir Boy up top. Yeah, I'll lead Choir Boy. No, I guess I have to defend here. So the trap here, this is hilarious here. So the trap here hits him and he doesn't get any damage on that. So that shit is funny to me. So I did lead with Choir Boy top. Whatever he plays, I was gonna Hercules. The fact that he played Stan was better. The fact that I attacked the Hermes was better. Basically wasted that, but he did the same thing to mine, but I do have a level 5 Hercules versus a level 2, so it's not that big of a deal. This guy was running Pigeon, you see it? Pigeons and Super Farts. Now I gotta admit, that's a hell of a defense. It's expensive, but Pigeons and Super Fart, hell of a defense against some ground troops, I gotta admit. Now this is scary, but my plan, New Kid cleaned it up, but my plan was that, you know, the Mosquito would clean up the Pigeons, you know, which did work. Now I'm just looking to push the issue and get as much ninja value as I can, and this is pretty much game over, and I think this guy realizes it. So we pushed through this one. So at that point, there's not much he could do. My cards were overwhelmingly stronger than his, so it was good on him to just, you know, end it. I appreciate it. Kind of a BM by me playing the Mysterion. But that was an almost instant Q. Kind of upset about that. I was trying to queue into Illuminati late on. I love that we just love a Bubby here, but we can't get his little face. He's like, not today. Hey, Elvis. 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 No, over here. Elvis. Elvis. You little fucker. Elvis. Elvis. Hey. There he is. His little black ass demon eyes. He doesn't give a shit, Abs. You're right, Abs Sousa. Kitty don't give a fuck. All right, actually, where is my Twitch chat right now? Let me put that over here. Denver Chess, welcome. Loping T, welcome. Absusa, before we watch this next potato matching, I was thinking the same thing. Inflem, potato. Yeah, these two, I named them Potato 1, Potato 2. So, admittedly, but I want to get off of it. The bots are off. Most of the bots are off. Yeah, you're still getting bots, and you're still getting 150. You're scaring Albus. Albus is dead right now, man. He's dead to the fucking world. He sleeps on the back of this chair even when I'm not on it. Is it impossible? Dude, getting Tupperware and Pope, no, figuring that out was pretty fucking cool. Alright. So next video is up, and man, VLC, let me show you guys this real quick. VLC has a really cool thing where you can queue up a bunch of videos, and because it's only, my thing is only capturing the output, it's not actually capturing the window, you guys don't see any of this. So I can see all 4 of the videos. I can see all 4 of the videos that I have lined up to watch, and I don't even have to, you don't have to see any of the controls or anything at that point. So not bad for the first run, guys. We got this figured out. All right, potato number 1 coming at ya. The TW817 potato 1. Green mark. Green mark. Guys, don't forget Sunday we're playing Star Fox 64. Be there 11 a.m. All right. Now this guy, I feel bad for. Look at his rank. Look at the arena we're in. I could play 1 card and beat this guy, but let's see what he does. Mysterion top line, not a bad start. I play Medusa to try to murder his Mysterion. It works out. Would have worked at any level probably, so that was a good play either way. Level 4 trap only. So we're not even gonna worry about his choir boy. New Kid's gonna deal with the choir boy. I thought that my trap would take the choir boy, but it didn't. So we don't have to worry about him at all. Medusa will kill him. But if not, we maybe would have played Hercules straight off there if it was like a level 5, because he would have gotten to Medusa and he would have fucked her up with the trap. So my rats took the bar there. Like, there's nothing I could do there. I gotta try harder to get better players next time. But this time at least it'll be gold. I'll be beating up gold potatoes. So here I'm just being kind of a prick with the Ninja. The Ninja wasn't good, but I mean if you look at the Medusa, she was full health. So it wasn't terrible. Yeah, Chaos didn't even get his Warcry off. Chaos level 2. Now I will admit, I lost games on my Adventure Lock account because of a level 2 Chaos. He's not a terrible card. He can impact some shit. Like, he really fucks up the Paladin Princess thing. Godly, thanks for the shit. The gray frame is overlapping a little bit on the gray frame. What are you talking about? It's supposed to be. This one? Up there, over there? It's kind of supposed to, bro. Right? Or do you mean something else? What do you mean? I don't believe you. If that's what you mean, that's kind of where I wanted it to be. I can't, my only other option would be to have the green one on top, but that doesn't look as good. I promise it doesn't look good. I tried both of them. I could do not a legendary one for this one, and then it wouldn't have the extra little bits, and then it might fit in there a little better. But I like having the legendary ones because this is like what my deck's made out of, you know. All right, so let's watch the only one that could have been a good game. It wasn't a good game, but it could have been a good game. This was against Mega Man from Illuminati, and I'll be honest, there were some plays that he did that I didn't understand. He probably just gave up at something like that. Chat window is a bit hard to read. Okay, that's good feedback. Would it be that I gotta make it bigger? I can make it bigger. All right, so I lead. So let's talk about the cards that I could have led with. If you're playing ladder, maybe you lead with Zen. But in Team Wars, it's really, really, really important to get the fight on the enemy side. No matter what you do, you want the fight to happen on the enemy side. So by leading with your Zen, and then if you play Zen first, no matter what you do, no matter when they play their Zen, your Zen will end up on their side of the field first, unless, you know, they play the card right into Zen and Zen can chill. But nobody's gonna do that. If they're smart, they're gonna play an assassin on the offside and let Zen keep going, right? So leading with Tool Shed, I think is a good idea because you can lay the traps out, which can fuck shit up later on, right? It's only 3 energy, so it's just like throwing away like a hanky or something like that, and it does force him to play a card, or else he'll lose energy. Now, if he plays Zen there, I basically give up the Tool Shed. Let me mess with this overlay here quick. If he plays the Zen, then I'd basically just have to make the decision to give up the Tool Shed. If I try to defend the Tool Shed, I'll end up dead with the Tool Shed. Okay, so let's see here. I was thinking, when I was looking at it earlier, I was thinking 20 might be the choice, but then 20 might get too much. Is that good enough? Does that fit enough? Chew 1 pro tip: if played perfectly, Tough Warrior can block Ink and Craig's War Cry. Does it block it? I don't think it stops it. I think it still goes through. I was hoping it did block it, but I don't think it does. Probably would have led with Mysterion there. Infinite value. Yeah, okay. Didn't everyone on free to play get a bunch of free superhero packs? So only 5 of us did. That's a hell of a story. Maybe we'll tell that later. That is part of the SPPD weekly update, I suppose. Let me check the chat real quick. Friar Pop, let me know if I should up it, down it. Let me know if you think a different thing would be better. Tool Shed's a great opening card. I agree. 3-1, it does stop it? Well, that's really cool. We should check it out. We should try that. How come I don't get these potatoes in my wars? Dude, you just gotta try to play the highest, and that's what you end up with. From Red Links? No, it was Naktraf. One of our new team members, he donated... I guess not donated, like just gave people a bunch of gift cards, basically. How come I don't get these potatoes? Oh, I said it. Alright, we got it. Hey, Caleb the Great Diaz, welcome back, buddy. Alright. So let's keep going with this game. So Tool Shed is the right choice here. You could lead with Zen, but you'll see what happens when he leads with Zen. So he's leading with Zen and he's thinking that's the right play. He's wrong. Because I can stall with his ability just as much as he can with Zen. Look where my stand ends up, where his Zen is. Like, it's not terrible. Gifted out the IKEA money. I think he's in shipping. So this is interesting here. He played the same cards as me. My Zen's the same level. My stand is 1 level higher than his though. Probably base 4. I can't remember what we leveled up. So quite a bit higher, quite a bit stronger. So we'll see. I can still stall. Like by the time I'm still at 10 here, I should have. Roman. Roman coming in with the raid, and Roman coming in. Oh shit, I gave you a sub loot box. I meant premium loot box. Oh well. 1,000 buckets for Roman! Welcome to the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update, everybody. I'm your host, Glanzer Gaming. If you didn't know, this is a new thing that I'm doing every Monday at 7 p.m. We're taking a dive into last week's Team Wars. We're going to talk about this week's Team Wars picks, and then we're going to look at the dev update, and I think that's it. I don't know. We'll look at it. We'll see what time it is. Welcome everybody, appreciate you being here, Roman. This is the specific for weekly update thing. My other streams will still be the good old fashioned. Oh hey, look, it's got the thing we were looking at. Look at that's not what we want to do. But yeah, so you can see here, Chef's Elite 14, 3502, barely. Okay, so we're rolling back out to the new one. So that's still going to be the normal one, but this one is specifically for the weekly update because I wanted chat to be there because you guys are a big part of this. I want to hear your opinions on the choices, the decks, my play if we're watching games, all that shit. Are you going to do movie night on Sunday this month? Not this month, Dobbs, but next month? Yes. Because if you look at the date, in October, the 31st is a fucking Thursday, so it's not like we could do like a movie night or something like that. So I could do that on Saturday either way. So September, would be perfect because on the 28th of September, something's going on. So 29th of September, that's the Sunday movie night. That's the plan. That's the plan. Anyway, let's keep watching this because so far it's pretty good. So let's keep analyzing. So far we're playing the same fucking shit. Honestly, his trap there was dumb. He should have waited to play his trap. Him stalling right here, him stalling right there doesn't help him at all. Like what's he hoping for? That his tool shed doesn't take the damage from my tool shed? Well, I think it still happens anyway, right? So he ends up messing up. And either way, Zen can pull him away anyway, right? So you would want Toolshed to maybe take a shot. But what he could have done is if he would have saved his charge, let him walk his happy ass, Zen charge him over, and then instead of wasting Hercules, use your trap on my stand and kill the fuck out of my stand before he even barely damages Zen. And even that, you don't even have to do anything because he's just gonna chip on Zen a little bit. You don't even have to play energy, you know? So if he wasn't sitting at 10 there, he wasted energy by playing that Hercules. He could use that Hercules on Santa or something. I don't know. There's really no charge targets for him anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he does win that push. But look at this. My Zen is still on my side of the field. And you guys didn't even notice, I played a fucking Santa at 10 energy while this guy's defending one level 4 pro fucking stand. Not program, tool shed. So I laid a fucking Santa full energy sitting on 5 and he's laying 3 to defend 3 when he already has 3 on the board. So I win right here. Playing straightforward. I just won the game. And I'm 4 turns ahead right now because I'm just thinking I need Medusa out first, but I need to make sure that Medusa hits Hercules or Tool Shed and not on Zen. I just need to make sure of that. But I'm pretty sure he plays Santa, so I have to make sure I don't hit Santa. My number one goal when I put Medusa out is to make sure I don't hit the tank. Now then I play Mosquito. But I make sure that I have 10 energy when I play Mosquito, or 7 energy when I play Mosquito, because I need to Ninju immediately. Because I don't want him to have any recourse against the Ninju buff. And we'll see if I pull it off. Now my traps are still doing work. You see his worthless trap right there? Nothing. Mine? Half healthing he's fucking Herc. So this makes it easy for me to get the damage here. He does play a Hermes, which is better for me than like the Santa play would have been. So I see how I wait on the Mosquito. I could have played the Mosquito earlier, but I waited till I had the 7 energy. And then I played it and immediately played the Ninju. Now you play the Ninju on the top line because the whole time I was kind of building my push a little bit on the bottom line. So anything that he does has to be on that side of the field. You play Ninju on the top because no matter what he does to defend the bottom, Ninju doesn't give a shit. Ninju doesn't have very aggressive fucking tendencies, man. He's a fucking Jew. He tries to avoid contract and go right for your fucking soul, like your bank account or something. So he doesn't give a shit about what's going on after this push ends. So clearly, oh, and also, not only that, the swarm is a goddamn nightmare. So the swarm kills Hermes, and even though Stan is right there, doesn't give a fuck. The swarm has even less aggressive shit than Ninju does. So he's got to play Tupperware on the top line to defend here, which means that the swarm is fucked. Now, I don't know why he played Tupperware right here, to be honest. I think he still had Ninju in hand. He probably could have defended the Swarm. I don't know. But the Swarm doesn't give a fuck about Tupperware either. And so the Swarm's just going to take New Kid here. Now, luckily, his Zen was a little bit left in New Kid, so nothing gets hit. The Snake also got fucking 107 from Dinju, so that was incredible extra value there. The Snake got 40 fucking attacks off. So now the only thing that got attacked by New Kid Blast was the Swarm, which by the way survives if the Ninju or if the Medusa doesn't hit here. But Mysterion doesn't die to Medusa because of the Snake. So interesting. So we still got the winning battle here. I played Mysterion because I was mocking his Mysterion play, because why did he fucking do that? This push, it was a decent try to stop the Medusa, but the damage was already done. Even if I would have been not ninjued, maybe it would have worked. But I still got a big problem here. And Hercules, I just played to get as close to New Kid as I could, as fast as I could. It ends up working out really well for me, because instead of attacking Medusa, Medusa was already dead. And so Hercules' first attack goes on to the just spawned Mysterion and immediately kills him. And then we take the bar. My guess is he just doesn't have the levels. Mega Man doesn't have the greatest cards in his off themes. Those card art lines are great. Did you recreate them, Glance? No, there's a fan asset pack out there somewhere on the forum somewhere that has a bunch of different assets, and this is one of them. It's called card components, where they have the backgrounds, they have like the energy bar, they have a bunch of different stuff that you can use to do that. And they have like all the framed cards and all that stuff. Man, if you didn't know that, that's good. Yeah, it's gonna be great. You should check that out. Like the background's going right there in the background. That's from that. Loping T, what's up? I literally just spent an hour animating Medusa Bebe, for fuck's sake. Well, I mean, animating her, that's pretty cool. I don't have shit like that. I don't have like animations of them, but welcome everybody. Fat Seb, welcome to the first weekly SPPD weekly update. We're gonna be doing this every week, so make sure you stop by Monday at 7 p.m. We're gonna get into the next segment. That was our Team Wars segment. So the big thing about last week was, if you took Tupperware, Why? Mosquito at level 3 would have been better than Tupperware at level 5. Tupperware doesn't get the fucking ninja boost, which is where you dumped a bunch of caps in as a team, almost guaranteed if you took ninja. If you didn't take ninja, then I guess whatever. Did you do green blue because they're meta this season? I did green blue neutral because that's like my main deck, which is the meta, which makes sense. Romanich. But like, why would you pick Tupperware? You could have left Tupperware at 4 or Mosquito at 3. Either way, it would have been fucking better to pick Mosquito. You could have had Tupperware at 7, and Mosquito probably would have been a better pick at 3. It's a 3 cost with the fucking flying unit when the only shit out there was Medusa. And what was the other fucking option? I don't even remember. Pope, maybe? I don't fucking know. Like, that little motherfucker did work. And you saw all I had to do was ninja the Mosquito. And it was lights out. Now, all you had to do really was slow play enough to be able to play Medusa. There's no removal, guys, here. There's no cock magic coming. There's no removal. There's nothing happening. To play Medusa with a tank in front of her, and then play Mosquito and then Ninja. And at that point, if you do that, if you get that, you win. Unless you're playing it into an enemy who did the exact same thing. The Mosquito Swarmer Lauren at 6 can probably take a bar by himself. Oh, absolutely. Level 14. The Mosquito bar is gross. He attacks probably 3 times a second. It's like, ka-toon, ka-toon, ka-toon. Like, let's go back. Let's roll back the tape. Let's roll back the tape to when I took the first bar against Mr. Reddit here. I guess it's not working. I gotta stop it and start again. Here. First bar. Okay, so let's look at the shit. Let's look at this Mosquito pack. It's 3 attacks, I think, is all it takes. So we'll stop it and we'll try to time. So when the first attack starts, probably 155. 155, I'd say it started. No, 150. Yeah, 155, I'd say he started. His first attack comes out. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 3. It's like 1 attack a second, dude. It's just boom, boom, boom. Probably faster than that, just because like the animations and shit. But that is just gnarly. And to have plus 107 on it too. Why would you pick Tupperware? So that's a big reason why Illuminati didn't do very well. I'm sure they had a lot of games where they just lost because their decks weren't as good. The week that they picked a poor deck, when they picked Zen instead of Osimo, when Ninja was an option as well, we beat Free-to-Play beat them by like 400 points. The deck, the week where we had like a mirror deck, which was like that Dougie deck, that week they matched us almost perfectly. That week one week they beat us, but then another week, I think the first week of gold, where we still won. It was really close though, and it was like a mirror deck. I can't remember what the deck was. The Dougie deck, they beat us because, you know, you can catch some sweet wins with Dougie. That happens. But so you could lose to a Silver Shield, you know. Friar Pop, thanks for the biddies. Appreciate it, my friend. Premium loot box to Friar Pop, the newest member of Free-to-Play Warriors, Free-to-Play Whales. So, oh, he's got 1 HP and it's a victory. What's up with that? Hey, what's up, Cat Spray? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome, Cat Spray, the newest Elder of Namblos. Talk about this Team Wars decks. Yes, we're gonna talk about that in a few seconds here. But yeah, so when they pick a deck, when Illuminati picks a deck similar to ours, the weeks have been head to head. Like we win by 20, 30 points. They win by 20, 30 points. It's awesome. That's fun. But sometimes they don't pick a great deck, and it really affects their total score. And you can tell. I mean, they scored under Casa. But gold has been great so far. I feel like it's been very competitive. It's increased the love of the game a little bit for some people again. That's why the Friar to Pop, that's good, dude. Yeah, dude, Friar to Pop is great. Pegs is newest Elder of Namblings. Yeah, congratulate Pegs as well, newest Nambler of Eldlings. Spooning the shit out of things. All right, guys, let's go to the next segment, talking about this week's deck choices. So this is what Namblos had this morning. So this week we have Sci-Fi and Adventure, which is near and dear to my heart. That was the first deck that I ran, was Sci-Fi Adventure. We do have some neutral options. There's only about 4 neutral options. We have Hanky, Barbrady, Marcus, and Pigeons. So Adventure Lock decks don't have a whole lot of neutral to pick from, but fortunately, you know, they do have that Adventure. The Adventure isn't the super strong part of these decks this week, but you do have the option to have Sam. You do have the Lightning Bolt. You do have the Hook Hand. The potential Arrow Storm. You could avoid the program with the Marcus. So you can make a pretty good Adventure Lock deck. So Adventure Lock decks out there, you should get a pretty good score this week. So try to sway your team into Marcus over Program Stand if you can. Although we'll talk about it, Program Stand might be the better choice. Hold on, I have something here for this. Here we go. All right, so let's start with the first card. We got Gizmo versus Deckhand. So you can say in chat which one you want. Let it roll through chat. I think this one will be pretty obvious. For multiple reasons, and we can talk about those, and we can kind of explain the theory crafting behind it as to why they're bad, and that'll help you build better decks in the future. Just from watching this one take. This will be on YouTube, so make sure you drop a like on it and share it around. We're trying to be as formative as we can, as much as we can. So Godly JC is saying Deckhand, Pigeons and Outlaw, OP, Dob Smirk. Focus! Anyway, hi YouTube, says Born Stellar. All right, anyway, I think my team is correct in this one. Deckhand, I think, is the better choice. Now, there's no real situation where I think Gizmo could be good. Gizmo plus Hanky even wouldn't possibly good, simply for the fact that this week there's Aerostorm. And when it's Aerostorm versus Freeze Ray, it's almost guaranteed that Aerostorm is going to be what's picked, unless some people try to save caps with it, maybe. but it'll be interesting. But I think there's no way to make Gizmo good. Maybe you could freeze Ray, and I know it's just you're gonna run into Aerostorm. Even if you get 7 Ike out there, they're gonna get Aerostormed. So it's not gonna be good. And there's just unfortunately, it's just unfortunately not gonna get good value. Now, if you were in a team that was gonna have a lot of base level cards, take base level 2 Gizmo. Take it. If your alternative is level 3 Deckhand, level 4 Deckhand, if that's the alternative, don't even worry about it. Take the Gizmo level 2 and force the Aerostorm on the Gizmo, so then you can take something like Astro or Ike, or your Hanky would be protected then, your range or whatever. Force the Aerostorm on the Gizmo and play the rest of the game without worry about the Gizmo. That's what I would do if I was playing a team that wasn't going to upgrade anybody. But most people are going to want Deckhand. Deckhand attacks quicker. Yeah, Deckhand attacks quite quick. And Deathwish helps with Aerostorm. Exactly. You come down the line with Deckhand and fucking Sam coming down the line. Deckhand, the Aerostorm, Deckhand dies. Sam gets the heal, full health. Like, it's pretty great. Playing PvE, right? What are we talking about? PvE? Yeah. PvE. Deckhand was my first level 6 back in the day. Nice, dude. My Moody has level 6. Let's see. Anybody have any more discussion about this? I think this one's pretty clear cut. I don't think a lot of people are gonna be running Gizmo, but you might run into it. So be careful. You know, be ready, and don't necessarily get baited into the Aerostorm. Even 5 Gizmos coming at you get cleaned up by Sharon or Sniper or something with New Kid's help. You know, unless they're like level 4 or 5 Gizmo. If you got a level 4 or 5 Gizmo coming at you, Aerostorm the shit out of that fucker. Don't do double Timmy, please. Oh, I mean, this doesn't matter. This was just early this morning. What people? I mean, I'm gonna see. I don't think double Timmy's that bad, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. All right. So next choice. This one might be hotly contested. Visitors versus Outlaw. Now, a lot of people would say Visitors. There's nothing to boost them with. There's no hyperdrive. There's no Bradley. There's no Ninju. So you just got to take them at their base level. Now, a lot of people will have them at 4 and 5 now, but a lot of people will have Outlaw pretty high too, because nobody really requested Outlaw. So anybody who's been playing since day 1 probably has a level 6 Outlaw, and that's all it really takes. Is it ever okay to stream a Deckhand and waste him in a cycle just to heal New Kid? I mean, only if you know, only if there's 11 seconds left, you know the Inkin's coming, and the Deckhand puts you above the mark where the Inkin won't kill you or something, or the lightning bolt or something. Only that. Like, that's one reason. To be honest, Outlaw can take out Visitors and possibly Ike Storm. Okay, so Outlaw has more potential value, I think, than the Visitors, but the Visitors have more of a baseline value. You can drop the Visitors behind Awesemo pretty much at any time and get value, whether it's to bait the Aerostorm with only 3 cost, which is good in my opinion, or to just do work and just bust shit up. A lot of teams will take the Visitors and leave him base level 3 just for that reason, to try to bait shit out. Now, Outlaw is very usable in this deck because you have cards that will be most likely played by New Kid. You have Sam. Some people still play Sam behind New Kid. Some people play Mecha or Timmy, or Mecha or Pirate behind New Kid. Marcus behind New Kid to defend, or like while you're pushing, you can. Basically, Outlaw is a dead card in your hand until a situation where no matter who it hits, it's going to be fine. You don't want to play it when they have a push coming at you and you play Outlaw with your tank and it goes off and hits New Kid and you're fucked. Like, unless you know Outlaw's body himself will save you, it's still not very likely because he's got to go through the whole animation of throwing his bomb before he can start attacking. Now, don't underestimate an Outlaw Timmy or an Outlaw Tweak that you see on the field. At level 6, he's got about 86 attack. He's got 4 range. He attacks New Kid without getting hit. He's got decent damage or decent health. He can survive all 3 New Kid blasts from the level 14, so be careful with him. But when you play him, make sure his ability will always count. Now, the other conversation between these two would be the fact that it's common versus rare. It's easy to get Timmy to level 6 where he's worthy, harder to get level visitors to level 5, which is why you could take visitors, leave them base level, maybe get some value there. What do you guys think about this cards? I'm gonna take a drink and let you guys, I'll read about it. Yep, Outlaw could take out visitors or Ike or Astro or something. Shit, sorry I was late. Roman, we're going in order like this, come on. My team chose mind control, unfortunately. Go in order, guys, come on. Can we get some order? Hegs has not been leveling all year. So this choice I think will be one of the most variable choices of the whole deck, honestly. This choice right here. There'll be more people that will pick either or in this choice than any other choice in the whole deck, I think. I thought it was up and down, BB girl stop. No man, you're here early. Although Tweak would be a good choice, I'm going with visitors. I mean, it's not, it makes it cheaper deck too. You know, it's not bad. I'm torn on that one. My decision would probably depend on, I'd build the rest of the deck, see what it looks like, and then decide on that one. Both are solid, but I think more people will have visitors level, especially with the... That's a good point too. More people will have visitors level, but like I said earlier, Roman, everybody go check your Outlaw Tweak. How high is your Outlaw Tweak? Now, if somebody just started playing, that's for sure true. Their aliens are gonna be higher because they got that last battle pass. If someone's been playing since day one, they're gonna have level 6 Tweak, almost guaranteed. I don't believe you, Fat Seb. Major Boobage is the team name. We're in Silver League. Nice. Shout out to Major Boobage. All right, next one, Aerostorm versus Freeze Ray. My team kind of has it right here. The only reason you would take Aerostorm over Freeze Ray, or Freeze Ray over Aerostorm, is if you were banking on the fact that the enemy is gonna play as if you had Aerostorm, and you're gonna save Freeze Ray until it wins you the game. Like at the last moment, in the last 15 seconds, you're gonna play defensive as fuck or something. Somehow you're gonna make it so the Freeze Ray wins you the game. But that's like such a hard tactic to pull off that you don't want to pick that. Aerostorm is a no-brainer card, and even at level 2, it'll probably kill who it needs to be, who it needs to kill. If you're at that level, like it's gonna kill the level 4. Well, you know what? It actually. If you can't level Aerostorm up, take Freeze Ray. If your team isn't going to be able to take Aerostorm up to level 4 at least, don't take it. It won't kill what it needs to. It'll be a waste, especially with Deckhand there. Like, it just won't be good. If Freeze Ray base level still does roughly the same freeze, it's not like from freeze to level 3 to 7 isn't like, or I guess it'd be 4. From 4 to 7, it's not like 5-second difference. So. Not a terrible card for cheap, and it is the difference between the common and the epic there. So that's another one where it would depend on what we picked later on. If we end up with 3 legends in our deck, we want to try to save some stuff on a spell card we might not use. But if you can get Aerostorm to level 4, you fucking run Aerostorm this week. You do it. All right. Aerostorm, yeah, I agree. Glanzer was wrong. Glanzer was wrong. No chance on freeze, yeah, I agree. All right, so this one I think is equally as one-sided. While Hookhand isn't the greatest card in Team Wars, most people will have him leveled up. And Pigeons just unfortunately isn't good. In any situation, it's just not good. So especially with the Aerostorm out there, you play Pigeons, that's 5 energy, you wait for the next one, play Aerostorm, that's 8 energy at the least that you got. I mean, I guess 7 technically if they played a 2-cost assassin. Like, Hookhand can be used, if you snag a Sam or a Mecha with Hookhand, you probably win the game. You could snag a Timmy, somebody played early Sharon, like you could snag somebody that just got speed boosted by Astro. Like Hook Hand can absolutely win you games. Pigeons can't win you games. And you could go a whole game without playing Hook Hand, and it wouldn't really bother you much. What's up, J Sham? Pigeons cost 4, you retard. I know, that's why I changed it to 7. I guess it'd be 6 then. I don't know why I was thinking just playing Hanky, not playing Hanky and Deckhand, but there is Choir Boy, isn't there? Choir Boy or Ike. Not Choir Boy, sorry, Ike or Astro. You're right, there's 2 costs in there. I was thinking 4 and 3. Call me a retard again, watch what happens. Anyway, J Sham, thanks for being here. Everybody, appreciate you being here. Great crowd for the first night. Yeah, I don't think that one we even gotta talk about. Now this one is an interesting, this one's interesting. Now at first glance, you always think Marcus is the better choice for Team Wars. You always think that. It's a level 14 new kid. It's Marcus. Even on the time when it was Powerbind was an option and Hercules was an option, some people still went Hercules, or still went Marcus. Illuminati went Marcus against us. We thought it was gonna be a problem. It really wasn't that big of an issue. Now, it's even less of an issue now because Sharon is an option. Now, most people will pick Mecha, don't get me wrong, but there will be people that will pick Sharon because not enough people on their team will have Mecha. Now, we're not talking about the top 10% of teams here, but let's be honest, there's a lot of fucking teams out there that aren't gonna have the ability to get Mecha even to level 2. So, Sharon is a decent choice, even at level 3. She's gonna do some decent damage. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Personally, would have picked Program Scan. Okay, now Program Scan is interesting because you're gonna have situations where a card like Mecha might survive a Lightning Bolt by a tiny little bit of health. A card like Sam might survive with a tiny little bit of health. Tiny little bit of health that Program Scan could chip off. So Program Stan has the ability to really impact a game by picking somebody off that would normally have survived. Program Timmy after an Arrow Storm, Program Stan still kills him. So there's a real big, and it's cheaper. So it's a better start. Marcus isn't the greatest starting card. I mean, this is another one that will go both ways for a lot of teams. Like, which do you want? Do you want to try to chip and almost guarantee that you get some damage? Now, it's very possible with Outlaw and Hook Hand and Lightning Bolt in your deck. Chipping is very possible. Even one Lightning Bolt level 6, 95 damage does work on a new kid when the new kid's damage is, what was it on that? I'll just pull up a video real quick. When new kid only has 400, one Lightning Bolt doing a 4th. I mean, chipping is really possible this week. So Marcus might be the better choice. But if you take Program, yeah, you might be running double Sam. Or double Stan, which I would argue might not be that big of a deal if you're not running double Timmy. We can talk about that a little bit more. But yeah, this one's another one of those, like, you kind of got to feel out the deck, what the deck becomes, and if either of these cards fits in quite a bit. Now, Mind Control over Lightning Bolt, I don't think is a huge option. There are some teams that won't run Lightning Bolt because they don't have enough people that have it to level 6 or 5. So it's not gonna kill Mecha or Sam anyway. But in the mid levels, you're gonna want it because you're gonna be running against level 3s. So even level 5 Lightning Bolt deals with it. So I think Lightning Bolt is going to be the choice in almost all the occasions. There are going to be some lower and mid teams that are going to take Mind Control to try to take somebody's Sam on surprise. Take it by surprise, not on surprise. Take the Sam by surprise, murder everybody with it. Not many people are going to expect the Mind Control to come out. So like a little tip for the Mind Control. If you place Sam at the top corner or something, or middle or whatever, if you think he's going to Mind Control, or if you know he's going to Mind Control because he did it before, you can lay a card in front of your Sam so that he has to wait until Sam is past half court to do it. So basically, you can check this out in a friendly fight or something like that. The way that Mind Control works is it's a circle, but it can only go halfway across the midline. So you can take it to like the radius line, and that half circle will stick out across it. So if you have, but once it's past it, you can't retarget it because you can't like move it past. So if you have, this works for Marcus too, whatever. If you have Sam coming and you play, let's say I play Osimo or Six Element Randy or Bar Brady or not Program Stan or Marcus or something. If you play him in front of Stan when they're about to the point where he could mind control him, they can't mind control him until he gets to the point where he can pull his mind control away and then retarget Sam, whether Sam's walking on the left or right side of Marcus or whatever it might be, or if he's completely past half court, then he can target him. So you can potentially prevent the mind control by just placing it right. And I've definitely done that to prevent it, and people have done that to prevent mine, and it's been really fucking bothersome. Marcus still so good. Lightning Bolt is the choice here. Yeah, for sure. Marcus is solid. Lightning Bolt is better because Mecha Timmy is better version of mind control. Yep. And I mean Marcus with Hanky, you could get two shots off before anything happens. But Marcus with mind control, you could end up killing yourself. You drop a fat level 5 Marcus on someone who's got level 2 cards. He mind controls it, takes your bar. Threats. Anyway, can get with by half court with the Hanky. Yeah, 2, but yeah, exactly. I don't think 2x Butters is that big of a deal. 2x Assassins is not a big deal. The shortest impediment in Sam's movement in midline will mean you can get off blast before mind control is possible. Also, really hard to target MC if Sam's behind another unit. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I just said, but yes, you're correct. Alright, Astro versus Ike. I think Ike is the choice here. You don't want to run double Butters. And mostly just because in this case, both of them are very situational Butters. And a lot of times you want an assassin that'll just, boom, get the job done. First hit, boom. And Ike will always get that job done. Ike behind an Osmos freeze after Ike has a charge or two, you know, he can clean shit up by himself. Astro does have the potential to kick some ass. You play Astro out and then you're followed by a Hanky. And then Hanky gets the boost and murders everybody in front of him. Like, it has application, but most people are going to have Ike leveled. Most people are going to understand how Ike works. Most people are going to get value from him. Astro, you could get no value from him. So I think Ike's the choice here to also prevent the double Butters. Which, like I said earlier, double Assassin isn't that big of a deal. They're not on the floor for very long typically, so it shouldn't matter. But you want to avoid it if you can. In this case, it's just another reason not to take Butters. Ike's the better choice. Exactly, JC. Butters have Death Wish though. Yeah, I mean, the Death Wish could go on New Kid, you know? Hey, what's up, Curtis? Why can you use Mysterion with other Kenny cards? You can use it while he's in his orb, but that's it. There's good damage and cheap to upgrade. That's a good point, exactly. Ico Force Tank or Mirror Summon, yep. Exactly, I think that's the clear choice there. This one I also don't think is a choice. Osmo is just too strong. The freeze is just too strong, especially with Hanky being able to boost it. There's no removal, so he's extra strong. You want to have him there. Inuit isn't as big of a threat to him if anybody decides to run Inuit, because it's harder for him to get the last hit. So yeah, I think this is fine. You'll see some lower decks that did run Bar Brady, you will. You'll see some bronze teams, wood teams that'll run Bar Brady because he's a little bit cheaper to upgrade. He's a little bit better at base value, and people will think, oh, level 14 New Kid's gonna get blown the fuck up by this Bar Brady. So it's possible, but Osmo is really important this week for a slow push, and his freeze is going to be instrumental in setting up some stuff for you and slowing down the opponent's pushes. We dump 1,000 caps to get Inuit to max 4. Some silver teams ran Chaos last week in Call Girl. Exactly, Roman, yeah. I mean, we ran Call Girl. We didn't run Chaos, we ran Call Girl. Moody had it on one of my games. I didn't record it, unfortunately, but on one of my games I had Call Girl, and I had Tupperware. I played Tupperware, And then I played Call Girl. No, I played Call Girl into Mosquito. Oh, this is interesting that you can use Tupperware on Call Girl, but you can't pope Tupperware. Anyway, I used Mosquito, and then I used Call Girl on Mosquito. Call Girl died. Mosquito was still alive. I poped Call Girl, brought Tupperware in, and it was awesome. We could talk about the Timmy. This isn't. Don't act like I'm doing. Don't act like this. What the votes are showing means anything, guys. These are conglomerates of a couple different teams, so. Your Call Girl into Mosquito, then you playing. Yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, this choice. I can't imagine picking Bar Brady. I just can't. This one, there's discussion. There could be an argument for Sharon to protect against Marcus and to heal the Aerostorm damage on your tanks. I think Mecha is just too much of a lightning bolt target, and when you have Psalm out, you want to definitely have that out there so that he lightning bolts Mecha, and then oh, my Psalm's ready to go. He might lightning bolt Mecha, and Mecha might not die depending on the levels of this stuff. So Sharon is good, and she does bring a lot to this. She brings a lot to this team that would be a benefit. But I think in order to run Sharon, you'd have to run Ice Sniper, because you'd want to be able to just freeze as much as you could, and Sharon and Hanky and stuff. You'd want to just be able to do that. You could get it Osimo, Sharon, and Ice Sniper Hankied, like you'd be able to just heal, and it'd be pretty cool. But Mecha, I think, is just too strong. If you play Mecha first and they don't have Lightning Bolt in their hand, and Lightning Bolt is the last card in their deck, like you could win off that alone. So, I don't think there's a real discussion there either. Some low teams will run Sharon because Mecha can't get high enough. We talked about this earlier. Sharon, the strategy of running her to defend against Aerostorm is valid, and a lot of, like, if some team decides to do that, there will be some wins that are decided because of that. There will be. If Casa decides to do that, somebody on free to play is gonna lose because Sharon destroyed his fucking world. Like, it's gonna happen. But I don't think it's a big choice. This one, probably on like the medium level of choices, you can see that teams like 15 and 10. Ice Sniper isn't a good card. Pirate Ship Timmy, even level 3 as a 3-drop, could sit behind an Osimo and get three energy worth of value. Especially if you force the Aerostorm on a pirate ship that you didn't put any caps into. Like, that's a pretty good deal. Now, Ice Sniper isn't gonna do that probably, but her freeze could impact a battle. Even at level 1, it doesn't scale, so level 1 it's the same as level 7, or level 3 it's the same as level 7. They're both rare, so that doesn't matter. I think Timmy's probably gonna get picked more because this deck is gonna be about trying to slow push behind Osimo, since there's no removal, there's no big threats like that. So that one's a toss-up for sure. That might just be like, what do you guys want to play? If you pick Sharon, you gotta go Ice Sniper. If you pick Timmy, the other Timmy's fine, I think, honestly. I don't think you have to go Ice Sniper if you pick Timmy. Mecha Timmy by design is probably gonna get lightning bolted immediately. If you then Aerostorm comes next, you can play Timmy out, and Timmy can get value and stay alive forever, and then right when Timmy dies, you got Mecha ready to replace him. So I don't think that's a bad deal. Having one card in your hand that you don't play should be pretty typical of most, good Team Wars players, because there'll always be a card that they're trying to avoid playing because it's not quite leveled enough. So I don't think this is too bad. You voted for her, how can you say it isn't good? I don't know who voted for her. I mean, the winning is... Actually, no, I think this is on Nambla. With Butters and Ike, yeah. Pirate Ship Timmy Max 5 dies to level 4 Aerostorm. I'm not sure, you'd have to check that. I think so. More people are gonna have pirate level than Ice Sniper. Ice has been a viable choice in past wars though, so some people might have her upgraded from that. I run double Timmy to Adventure Mystic ladder build. Yeah, it's not that bad. Just got my share into max 5 though. It costs less cap-wise, protects from Marcus. Helps during pushes, defends against pigeons, level 6 will be a beast. You talking about Sharon? Hey, Jamin, what's up? Jamin likes his Ice Sniper. Alright, let's move on to the next one. We got 6 Element Randy and Sam. Now, at first glance, you're thinking, okay, there's no removal. 6 Element might be the choice. Sam's gonna get lightning bolted or something. Like everyone's gonna be playing to try to get Sam. The enemy might mind control my Sam. Mecha might mind control my Sam. 6 Element might be the right choice. The vacuums could fuck up a level 14 new kid, but the problem is that Inuit is a choice. Inuit is an option. A lot of people might not have Hanky leveled, and so they might just take Hanky or take Inuit so they can leave him at level 1, save the caps because there's 2 other legends in the deck, and just use Inuit to kill the 6 Element. That's it. So if you play 6 Element, you get 1 vacuum out of it, and then 6 Element dies. I don't think that's a good idea to go 6 Element for 2 reasons. One, when you know that there's removal in another deck, you want to have 2 cards that card would be used for. So for instance, if you know the enemy has Unholy Combustion, you want to run 2 Unholy Combustion targets. You want to run Asimo and 6 Element. You want to run Sam and Mecha when they have a Lightning Bolt. So because when they Lightning Bolt Mecha, you know that Sam's safe. When they Lightning Bolt Sam, you know that Mecha's safe. So it really, you can bait that, try to survive it if you can, but you can bait that and then know that your next push is safe. Lead Asimo, lead Mecha, kick some ass. That's one reason. And the 6 Element could die to Inuit, and that would be murder. That you'd lose the game at that point, honestly. So, Vegeta, peace out, man. 6 Element with the Roomba, with the ability to survive with the cards that are in his challenge mode. Nobody is using Inuit. Dude, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. When there's 3 legends, some people will make the decision to run base Inuit for the removal. Even if it's just for Asimo. Guaranteed, man. Guaranteed. Either Mecha or Sam gets lightning, you could put down the other. Exactly, JC. You don't have Sam level 3, you should avoid using him this week. I mean, if you don't have him 3, I probably wouldn't use him at all. Unless you know he's gonna get the value off. He might just get fucking mind control. Even if he gets mind control, it might be okay. Alright, so the last choice. Roman said nobody's going Inuit. Like I was saying, some people might. I think Hanky's the better choice because Hanky plus Sam, plus Mecha, plus Pirate Ship even maybe, plus Asimo, plus Marcus, plus Sharon possibly. Plus Program Stan possibly, like, or if you're crazy, plus Gizmo. Like, there's a lot of shit that you can do with Hanky that Inuit just wouldn't match. So, especially when there's not like a cock magic or something that can come out. What's up, Tim Peeny? So I think Hanky's the way to go. Even at level 2, Hanky does pretty decent against like a level 4 assassin or something like that. That MC in the mix though, Sam makes it to the halfway boom. Exactly, Greglar, like, Sam could get fucked up. But I think that's kind of the same argument though, because the amount of teams that are going to be running mind control over Lightning Bolt when Mecha's a choice versus Hanky over Inuit, just because like 6 Element is a possible choice, when the other choice is Sam, like less people are going to run Inuit. But like how many people are going to run 6 Element because they think people aren't going to run Inuit, and then how many people are going to run Inuit thinking that people are going to run Sir because they don't think anyone's going to run Inuit, and then that makes them end up running Inuit. Yeah, Hanky can take bars against a level 14 new kid. Hanky can have like a sliver of health, still take 3 shots and do damage. What's up, Kronos? The bucket games are off right now. But yeah, so that, I think that kind of covers it. This deck is gonna be interesting. It'll be a lot of fun. It might depend heavily on your card cycle. If you have the removal for Sam or Mecha when you need it, who's gonna get the better mecha value? Be smart with your mechas. Don't pull a card that's not gonna get value. If you're gonna pull someone and you don't get any value from it, just wait. Like something might come into view. That card might die, whatever. If don't pull a tank unless their cards will retarget it. If their cards are already attacking you, don't even bother. Keep getting the mecha damage. I think we will run 6th element over Sam. 2nd tank. Sharon was OP in testing. Yeah, you could run 6th element with, or you could run Sharon with Sam, or 6th element with Sharon. That'd be cool. Can't wait to 50-50 mecha with Hook Hand. Exactly. Dude, exactly. All right, guys. So I want to thank everybody for being here on the first weekly South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update. That doesn't sound quite right. I'm saying weekly like 5 times in a row there. I do want to thank you guys. This is the first time I've done this, and 40 viewers for the first time is pretty fucking solid. So I appreciate you guys being here. We're not done yet. We still got to go through the dev update. This week the dev update is a little light, but we'll go through it anyway. We'll talk about the weekly. We'll have the fantasy challenge and stuff like that, so we can talk about challenge mode and stuff. So all right, so we got the dev update here. I thought we did. Did I break it? Oh, it took it. Oh my god, I see what's happening. I see what's happening. There we go. All right, so we have the dev update here for the week of August 19th. Pegs is on Namblings, she's an elder, on our weekly stream. Weekly update of weekly team wars of Q week 34 on our weekly stream. That might be funny to just overplay the weekly. Infam for life. Yeah, Pegs is a diehard. I can't tell you how much Pegs means to the stream and to me and to a lot of people in this chat. So I want everybody to give Pegs some love. It'll be immortalized on YouTube forever in the chat. So Pegs, from the bottom of my heart, thanks for everything. I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you're part of the leadership in NamFam now. It makes me warm in the cockles of my heart. Right, Bubby? Bubby's cockles are warm too. All right. Developer update fantasy week. So we're having a fantasy week, a little reprieve from all the superhero stuff. Pretty cool, pretty nice, whatever. The weekly timetable here we can look at. God, this looks like, God, this looks fucking smooth for the first time, Glanzer. Look at how perfectly it's cropped into my shit. All right, so weekly timetable. Team Wars voting days, Monday and Tuesday. Everybody knows that. We just went through the votes. I hope you guys are more equipped now to talk to your team about the choices. I'll link this up on YouTube either today or early tomorrow, so you guys could link your team to it and be like, hey, check this out, like this is what we talked about. What are your thoughts? Maybe we should switch some of our votes, stuff like that. Boring as fuck challenge mode. Yeah, I personally don't like these challenge modes. We'll actually jump right to challenge mode because that's after Monday, Tuesday. But before we do that, we'll talk about Tuesday. So we're doing an update on Tuesday. There's more info below. There's not a whole lot of info. There won't be the normal 24-hour event, unfortunately. So no extra mats for you, but something even better, which I wish that they would alternate. Buck, are you listening? Hello? Hello, Buck, are you listening? Alternate Tuesdays with those fucking shitty material events with double PvP tickets from packs and double coins from packs. You want to know why you do this? 1, because nobody buys fucking packs to finish those fucking Tuesday events. Free-to-play players, if they don't get it from their 30 lockers, which is fucking ungodly impossible, they're not fucking getting it. They don't give a shit. It's like maybe 100 mats total. Like, it's terrible. But if it was coins, if it was PvP tickets, you would see a huge influx of locker limits on Tuesday. Locker limits full of a PvP pack every time. I guarantee you. you'd see an inflush of cash. People love their ×2 PvP tickets, man. I got 30 fucking thousand PvP tickets. You don't think I want to cash in on this shit? Every other week, Buck. Every 3 weeks. Once a month. Twice a month. First week of the month, some cool event. Spice it up a little bit. Make it cooler. Fuck. Materials, that's it. Second week, PvP tickets. Nah. Third week, some bullshit card event. Who gives a shit? Fourth week, coins. So that no one has to lose their rank the last week of the month for some stupid fucking event pack. Some people are so addicted and so ingrained in their head that they gotta get every fucking reward that they get the fucking Tuesday packs, man. They need those rewards. Even if they got thousands and thousands of upgrade tokens, they don't give a shit. They gotta get this event done, man. Gotta get the event done. But yeah, tickets ×2 would be great. Fantasy challenge. I don't personally like the challenge modes where it's just a stat change for a set amount of cards. It'd be pretty interesting if it was a stat increase to every fucking card. And you could just see who's the biggest banger when you up their shit. Like Project. Did you guys ever play Super Mario? It was like Project Plus or Project M Plus or some shit where it was Super Smash Bros. Sorry, it was Super Smash Bros. And it was everybody was just supercharged. Everybody's just super powerful. Everybody's OP as fuck. So it was hilarious. That's why I hate token events. Miss out on my coins. Yeah, token events balls. Project M. No, it wasn't Project M. Project M was the cool one where they made it like more like Melee. But this one was like, it might have been like Project M Plus or something. But anyway, it was basically like every person got incredibly strong abilities and shit like that. Like it was ridiculous. Like Ganondorf, when he did his sidekick, it also created an energy ball about the size of his body that just slowly moved across the screen. And if it hit anybody, it KO'd them. And like it was just this big ball, and it was fucking cool, man. I can't remember what it was called, but it was fun as shit. But yeah, so it's not. Yeah, Project M was cool. I liked Project M. Project M was like a modded, updated version of it or something. So 20% increase in attack and HP for all fantasy cards, which won't change much. It'll still be your base Belf, Bradley, fantasy shit, except now you'll see a couple more fantasy cards in there. Maybe Catapult Timmy will sneak his way in there. Not a challenge I'm probably gonna play any of, honestly. I like I've said before, I don't like the ones where it's just a stat increase. I want them to change this shit up. When it's level 1 new kid and no new kids app, I love beating Roman twice in one stream. I love it. You know I love you, Roman. But it's just not fun when it's just, oh, these cards are stronger, and then half the time you don't even run those cards because the meta is stronger than those cards still. Or you run those cards with the meta. You know, you run fantasy with those cards. So now you're just running fantasy with Terrence and Phillip. You know, I don't like it at all. But like he's saying, Team Wars is ongoing, so be sure to get your votes in and collect those bottle caps. Your team needs you, new kid. Every day, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, play 1 PvP pack to get your tokens, to get your caps. You should play 2 to get your battle pass tokens, but it only really takes 1 per day plus all the events and everything like that to get your battle pass. So don't worry, you can be very casual and get your battle pass. Namblos needs grinders. The Hound, we're gonna figure it out. Don't be afraid. But we do run at 40 in Namblos. If we got 3 more people that scored even 500 points on their events, Namblos would never have to worry about getting their events because we got somebody named Gone Off Their Cat Spray, and that motherfucker puts up points. I want everybody to get a shout out. Everybody from Namblos, give some fucking love to Gone Off That Cat Spray. This motherfucker puts up thousands of points on card events. I'm telling you, this motherfucker is a goddamn behemoth. He almost does card events by himself. And sometimes we struggle with caps because we struggle with the locker ones because there's only so many he can do, you know? Even if he's refreshing PvP packs every time, like there's only so many you can get. So we got to get a couple more bangers in there to drop us on that final pack. Last night we were like 200 off. If I would have known, I would have woken my happy ass up at 2 o'clock and finished it up. So I was kind of sad about that, but going forward, don't gotta worry about it. We're gonna get 5 people in chat right now to join Namblos, and it's gonna be great. I think this is the first time I've heard you call them bottle caps instead of buckets. Yeah, I always call them buckets. You think they'll ever reset the Team Wars for like an annual season? I don't think so, no. They might make like a Platinum League, or they might do something like that. Is it only because you're reading it directly from the update? Probably. I did the same thing with Halo MLG. That had updates that gave 1.2 speed to make it feel like Halo 2. Oh yeah, totally. I know what you're saying. Cheer, NamFam for life. You fucked it up, JC. You didn't even cheer. NamFam for life, Glans. Hopefully someday it can be free to play well. Dude, hopefully. Everybody's gotta have a dream, man. Keep fucking grinding. You never know. Eventually, we're all gonna have level 7 cards, right? I saw his pointage, major pointage. Forgot about major boobage. Pegs does have major boobage. Alright, update 4.10. Our newest App Store update will start rolling out later this week. Only App Store? Does that include like Google Play, App Store, everything? The rollout should start tomorrow, August 20th. So that is tomorrow. If you're watching this in YouTube, it's today. Or a week from now. Why are you watching this? It's old news. Skip to the next one. They'll all be in a playlist. You can watch all the updates. They're only going to be about 2 hours long a piece, so it's going to be kind of like a podcasty thing. And you guys are stars of the show, so make sure you're here every week. After this, we're going to do Minion Master Monday. We're going to do a giveaway of some Minion Master tokens, and we're going to play Minion Masters for an hour or 2 before my girlfriend comes home. When my girlfriend comes home, I hang out with her a little bit, and I go to bed. That's my Mondays, and I love it. All right. So they're going to start naming the updates now, so update 4.10, so we're going to have a little bit more cogency in what update is what. Like, oh, that was on update 4.10. Oh, we fixed that in update 4. Shit like that. So that's good for just kind of referencing what's going on. Bubby, Albus, you want to say hi to the people? You want to say hi to the people? Am I going fucking nuts? I swear to God. Oh, he's back there. I was like, dude, I felt him on my legs, and I look around and he's nowhere to be found, and I was like, I think I got ghosts. This shit blows around all the time. Sometimes you'll be watching, it'll just go. That must have been her who tried the other day. All in fun, brother. How old's your sister, Hound? You let her play? That's really funny. You were Asco, right? Anybody, if you haven't followed already, I appreciate you being here for the first time. Make sure you follow so you catch every time that I'm live. My schedule is below in the panels. Let's keep talking. As you may have noticed, we're going to start calling the updates blah, 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 blah. You can see them by going to the in-game phone UI settings, scroll down to the bottom. It'll be like 4.1.0/102656, it'll be all the sub builds and shit like that. So anyway, the change is that they're making some behind the scenes improvements that shouldn't have any major changes, and they'll affect our gameplay. But of course, if you notice anything out of the ordinary, please let us know. So if Zen starts bugging out again, we'll figure it out. Nothing of note. I'm curious if I asked Buck if he would tell me what the small changes were. I can get back to you on that next week. As you may have noticed, I read this already. I'm just fucking with you guys. Scheduled 4.2, which is scheduled in September. That is gonna have more substantial changes. I personally haven't heard anything about that, so I don't know what it could be. But look, late September, so about a month from now, we'll see. We're gonna have some substantial changes, so we'll see what that is. As always, if you're not part of the Discord, you should join it. I hang out there a little bit. I know Roman's there a lot. A lot of cool people are there. You can learn about the game, hang out with like-minded people, and you can have a direct line of conversations with Buck and Toller, who are actually pretty cool people. All right, so we got about 25 minutes before it's like 2 hours. I wanted this to be about 2 hours and then switch to Minion Masters. So I'll appreciate everybody hanging out after Minion Masters. It's very much like South Park. You guys should check it out. So let's read some comments. When will 4.serverside.0 be? That's pretty fucking funny. That's plus points for that guy. If you're in chat, buddy, buckets for you. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Another token event, and it's a fantasy one? You guys know what you're doing, and it fucking hurts. I'm not sure what that means. A token event is fantasy. What does it matter what the token event is, what the event is? Like, you'd think if it was a card event, if it was a fantasy card event, and this guy just doesn't have good fantasy cards, and he's like, you fucking asshole, I can't play these cards, motherfucker. Thanks for putting up the 1500 over the weekend, Hound. Hell yeah, buddy. Watch the face of the car above. She doesn't use charges. She doesn't use the charges so she can look at the faces. That's really funny, dude. Dude, I'll try to play more too, but I didn't play Saturday, and I was planning on grinding Saturday. Like, I could have gotten those last points. That's totally my fault. Now, no balance change this week. Not a whole lot to talk about this week, unfortunately, so that's why we're delving into the comments. All right. As a reminder, don't forget to balance some cards. Inca, share. You know, if you're gonna take the time to post on such a public forum, and you know that this is gonna go to like an official developer or community manager, at least spell Incan right, man. Like, Inca's a fantastic Mexican restaurant, but shit. He wants us to nerf Sharon? What a prick! You know what, talk so often or buff some cards, instead only see some new decks on Legend? We will pray you for this. That was some other language translated in Google Translate. So I'm gonna let his grammar slide on that one. Oh, here we go. This one's good. He's got proper business email etiquette. He doesn't have a signature sign off, but that's not bad. We need more transparency on the scoring system. What scoring system? Your devs should provide a screen at the end of each match with a scoring resume, considering each parameter that generates the result. For challenge mode, that'd be pretty cool. Beyond this, now we have one more theme. We need more items on shops or a shorter time to change the options. I could see that. Give us 5 instead of 4 or whatever it is. Hey, what's up, LaForce? And please do something to balance cards like Incan and Pope and bring. I'm down with the Pope. Incan can you cone the damage. You go back to the original damage. You could give him a little bit more damage to heroes, but leave the new kid damage, and then change his health, but leave his attack. Then he'll be fine. But don't you fucking touch that other card. Don't you touch Pope. I'm just kidding. Murder Pope. You bring unused cards to the game like Dark Mage. Dark Mage could be touched. Ice Sniper. Ice Sniper's not good enough. Kyle the Drow Elves is very good. You just don't know how to use him, mister. You can ask Irish about how many whales he's taken down with Kyle the Drow Elves. Just because a card can't be implemented into any deck and just be good, like Incan, you can put into any deck and it's good. That makes it a good card. But just because you can't take a card and put it into a deck and it's immediately good doesn't mean it's not a good card. Kyle of the Drow Elves with a good deck is murder. That shield is long. With Shield Maiden, rough. Compared with Human Kite, that's flying card with twice HP. That's a fair comparison though. But he does shield the whole fucking team. He better be a goddamn glass cannon. If Kyle the Drow Elves isn't easy to kill, he's the single most strong card in the single strongest card in the game. Astronaut Butters is probably fine. The attack speed is because he has more health and he survives that first attack. Learn the game, bud. In Alien Queen Red, she should cost 4 at max. Well, you also don't understand how much value that 4 cost card could fucking get. Alien Queen Red at 4 cost would be fucking sick. Sick! Alright, one last ask is for a 3rd legendary sci-fi. Yeah, it'll come. It'll come. Kite is OP right now. 5 seconds every 10 seconds is a lot. Dude, Kite's strong. I'm not gonna lie, the Kite's not strong. In after some more French fries. I would pay a subscription each month to have an extra slot in both shops. I would too, dude. That'd be part of the $5 subscription every month. You get double the requests, you get double the request limit, so you can fucking request jump like crazy. Or donation limit, you can donation jump. And then you get 200 cash a week or some shit like that, or 50 a day or some shit like that. Whatever you want to do. That's what I would do. Thought Incans were from Peru. Gotta push because we're overstaffed. Is that a SPPD joke? No way, another Bradley challenge. That's totally true. You don't want to improve the game, devs, right? The challenge mode should be the fun things. One of the funniest things in the game. Do you mean funnest? If you didn't make it so annoying and so repetitive. I mean, I agree with him there. It's mostly just whose Belth is better. Token events are boring, takes up all the weekend to maybe complete it, too much random luck from lockers. I think you should get guaranteed... Albus! What are you fucking eating? Little bitch. I think you should get a guaranteed like 5 tokens from every win. Something small, something where you could grind past locker limit. If somebody like Cat Spray wants to grind 5,000 fucking tokens, 5 at a time from wins, let them. Red Links, let them. Balanced Fantasy, fed it up on challenge every week. Okay, so this guy's saying fantasy's too strong because it's too good on challenge, okay? Okay, Pope Snowball, please more holy characters. What? Guys, this is the best part of the stream. So we're gonna get a copy of Dragon Slayer Red if we complete the event. I don't know, it's a good question. If it's a recycling of the first one, maybe. Check the card amounts. If it's more than normal, then we will. No touch my Inca, get good instead. Do not mess with Sharon too, she's perfectly fine now. Yeah, don't fuck with Sharon, that guy's right. Having a blast with the new cards, ignore the Debbie Downers. Incan is fine, they just can't adapt to any deck but their own and they refuse to change. We need more crazy deck events to push them out of their comfort zone and learn that all the cards are a blast. Keep up the awesome work, can't wait for more superheroes. That guy's got a good mindset of the game. Don't take it too seriously, play some other cards, have some fun. I'm playing sci-fi fantasy sometimes with no heavy removal. Getting my ass beat, or sorry, sci-fi adventure. Getting my ass beat, but having a good time. I grind so hard on Sunday, didn't manage to finish the event because I had a life on Saturday. Ah, you suck. This week was weird though, I think they might have fucked with something. They gave me a break 23 minutes after getting back to my table. Nice, dude. The guy is a retard. Incan is most definitely broken and skillless for dumbasses. I mean, you can play around him as tech. This update has some behind the scenes improvements. I think the last time you said that, Zen froze everything. No, that was actually a big bug update. There was like 30 bug updates that time. Agreed, I don't play Incan or Sharon, but don't think they're OP. And have no problem dealing with them. Been free to play over a year. I lie, I spent like $2 on it when I started. Yo, Winen, he's in Bronze League for sure. Aren't ready for the big leagues. Improve your deck, bunch of your cards together, and you're asking for a loss. I mean, he's not wrong there. At least they already left the theme of superheroes that was making me angry. That guy was mad that there were so many superhero events. You can't win, man. You can't win. And not in a good way. All ends, give the guy a thumbs up. I don't think I'm logged in, so no. Yeah, it was pretty. If you're not refreshing PvP packs, token events can be pretty tough. Did you mean that all cards are in the game are the blast? Yeah, dude, all cards in the game are fun. Some of them are better than others, but does it, like, you can have fun without winning, bro. Come on. A lot of players by now have hit level 7 commons. This comment makes me laugh. A lot of players by now have hit level 7 commons. How many players do you think have level 7 commons? In a, like, a total number, and then a total percentage. It's less than 10 fucking percent, homie. I can almost promise you that. I can almost promise you that. I can almost promise you. It might even be 5%. It might even be 1%. And you want them to increase the fucking rank? Come on, man. Even if they did increase the rank, why would you do it now? If they increased it to 8, oh, I have, okay, let me keep reading. My Sally is level 7. I'm keeping the names out of it so I don't call anybody out. Any thought, not that anybody can't just go and see what it is. Any thought of expanding past 7? My Sally is level 7 with nearly 2,000 additional copies. You needed 3,000 to get to level 7. That means that by the math of them, most likely you'll need 6,000. 6,000. Why would you give a shit now what your 4,000 cards are gonna do? You need 4,000 Sallys, bro, before you can upgrade her. Now maybe they'll let us fodder them. Another game that I played just released a thing. I don't know if it's been out just long enough. Level 23 is their max card. When you get level 23 cards, you can turn them in or when you get cards for the level 23 cards, you can turn them in and get Supreme points. The Supreme points, they have a separate shop. That's a pretty damn cool shop that you can use the Supreme points for, and it's like the best deals in the game. Obviously, it's like the end game shop. So they could do something like that and like you blow up your fucking level 7 common, and then eventually we'll all have a deck full of level 7s. But then eventually that means they're not making money anymore. So who knows what they'll do. I mean, the battle pass will still rake in money for quite a while. They could leave the game servers on, never update anything, leave a rotating battle pass on, and still make money off of this game. Everybody, the old high people might get sick of it and quit and lose and sell their accounts and whatever, but there's always people coming up. Oh, you want to sell your account? $1,000 for something you spent $2,000, $20,000 in? Yeah, I'll do it. Prestige at level 7, yeah. Want to do a friendly battle towards the end of the stream to round it off? No, that's a good idea though. Maybe if we plan it. I'm all about the plan today, boys. They're probably still requesting Sally just in case a level 8 does come out. That's fucking hilarious. I've been playing since start and only have one level 7 comment. Exactly. Maybe you have one. The first card you requested to level 6, if it's not a card that's requested a lot and you donated a lot, you're probably sitting, yeah. I do love my level 7 maxi. Hell yeah, dude. Level 7 maxi's a beast. Way less. You think so, Gert? Way less? Gert Malkinson. Alright, let's keep going. I bought this up maybe 6 months ago. So when he had 1,000 copies, he was talking about it. And the only reply I got was, I'll relay this to the team. This guy is so entitled that he thinks that just him simply bringing this up 6 months ago will cause an entire development team to take action. The entitlement is... Okay, somebody hit this up for me. Hold on. I got this, guys. Don't you worry, you pretty striped head, we're gonna get you back. Alright, I'm tired of not updating letters. Oh, it changed, hold on. I'm tired of not updating letters. Dad Timmy has to be worth 7 and not 6. Is it always the same as a letter that is worth 6? Can you revive one that is worth 7 or 6? What the fuck is he talking about it? What is he talking about? Okay, so letter must be energy. So I'm tired of not updating energy. Dad Timmy must be Pope Timmy. That's really funny. Has to be worth 7 and not 6. It's always the same. As an energy that is worth, a letter could be card. Oh, it must be card. It must be card. I'm tired of not updating cards. Letter card. Ah, I get it. Dad Timmy has to be worth 7 and not 6. It's always the same as a card that is worth 6. Can revive one that is worth 7 or 6. Yeah. Oh, in Spanish mode, he's called Papa Timmy. That's really funny. You know what? I'm actually pretty impressed with how I translated it and then injected it into the HTML of the page so it looked right. Nobody said anything about that. Papa is Pope in Espanol, really? Weird. Oh, so they directly translated it? That's actually kind of funny. I'm 903,000 on Sally, which was your first level 6 comment. Damn, Gert. Play more. Off to work, good stream. Thanks, Friedbo. This was a good one. I definitely doing this every week. I had a lot of fun. It took a little prep, but I feel like it came together incredibly well. Even the overlay that I put together and setting up, I'm impressed with myself. Not that that takes much. Prestige at level 7 would be interesting. All right. Good point. I try to level my cards to not reach a situation like this, although I would find it better if I could change copies against something useful. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't want to change your copies if you could use them one day. When are you going to fix the rewards and token collection events? Must be guaranteed in each win, not to be random. Okay, I agree that we're on the same page there. 5 per win, that's it. Winning a match is not about luck, especially now with unjust matchmaking. Dude, matchmaking is way more just than it's ever been, bro. What game are you playing? In high levels and low arenas? That's gonna happen. Maybe you just better than your deck. I want to switch to Espanol just to play with Papa Timmy. So the rewards must be increased. All lockers give at least 5 tokens of event. Okay, yeah. So you could have the lockers. Okay, so I'm kind of peeved where you lose some rewards because of the lockers. So what you should do is you should have the tokens be a secondary reward. So you pull up a thing and you get two bronze sci-fis, and then in the corner it says 5 tokens. And then you do it again, and in the corner it says 1 token or something like that. So no matter what card you flip, you always get 1 token. Every win, you get at least 3 tokens, no matter what. Very likely you get at least 5. You get 1, 2, and 3. You get 3, 1, 1, whatever. That's what I would do. But what do I know? Also, so many bugs with the new superhero theme. Really? I haven't seen too many. I haven't been playing it too much, but... I mean, there's some buggy interactions, but that's expected. We are impressed too. Thanks, Pegs. Last weekend we were to get a boost of tokens in our first PvP pack. Where is it? Never got it. No, you weren't. You misunderstood what they said. They said in the update, make sure to time your PvP packs right, or to save your PvP packs for when the event starts at this time to get an extra boost. They weren't saying that if you save a PvP pack that you're gonna get an extra boost of tokens at the beginning. They're saying that if you save your pack for when the event starts, versus where if you have to wait 4 hours for your first pack, you're gonna get 1 pack of boosted fucking tokens. Not boosted token, but your pack is gonna be a boost versus waiting 4 hours. You thought that meant you were gonna get more tokens? I can't even imagine. It was so explicitly clear in how they wrote that and people still misunderstood it. Can you imagine being the person who's writing this shit and they're like, God, how do I write this so these fucking morons can understand what I'm saying? They weren't saying you're gonna get more tokens. What? Godly, thanks for stopping by. Have a good time at school tomorrow, which is like your what? 2nd week? Good luck, man. People are retarded. Check. People only hear what they want to hear. Check. Glenzer reviews your comments now and shows you you're a dumbass. Check. What? That's why I'm not showing the name. I'm trying to be nice. No offense, Mr. Your name. This is like roasting. I don't mean any offense. You're probably a very intelligent human being and you just skimmed it, and after you skimmed it you're like, what? Click, fuck that, I didn't get a boost. If only there was some way that we could find these forums and see the names for yourselves. I'll post some nasty shit in the forums next Monday. Yeah, everyone will post shit in the forums just to get on the show. I'm down for that. Just when does school start now? So yeah, some places they start early. Has the update been rolled out? Experiencing login issues? That did happen earlier today. Has there been... Hello there. Yes, there's an issue with Google. All right, see, Ubi Toller 6 hours ago answers. This is Toller. You can tell from the Ubi sound. Please fix Galaxy S10 zoomed function. I'm not sure there's much they can do about that, actually. Another week in the same issue being brought up in the developer update. Change the token events. Nathan said it in a nutshell. The grind isn't worth the reward. I never said that, but that sounds like something I would say. How many team times do players need to state the obvious before you actually listen to them? You don't need to fucking grind it then. If it's not worth the reward, then don't do it. It might be worth the reward for the, you know, the bottom 60% of players, but the top 10%, a lot of us don't even fucking bother with events anymore. We just get the events from our natural playing. We don't grind it. We just play 30 fucking games a day anyway, and we're gonna get it. We're aware that how you exploit whales, minimum tokens in lockers, spending green cash, them opening lockers. Brother, we do it no matter what. We don't need a token event for us to refresh fucking PvP packs, brother. I'm sorry. That makes minimal sense. This isn't for the whales, bro. This is maybe for some mid-tier people who put $5 in the game every week so that they can take lockers and have a chance at finishing the events, because they don't get locker limit every week. They don't get 90 lockers. They get maybe 30, so they try to hit those 50s or those 30s or those 25s so they don't have to play as many games. Like, this isn't about the whales, homie. We don't need events to get green cash. Are you fucking stoned? Crazy idea, but actually listen to the feedback. Here's my 2 cents worth. Listen to me because I'm important. I don't care what your analysis says. I don't care what anybody else says. Listen to me because I'm important. Here's my 2 cents, but I think it's worth 200. Token events are broken. If one comes up at the weekend, I stop playing. Good. Who cares? Enjoy your fucking life. Who cares? Granted, I play enough to earn my battle tokens for the day, but that's it. That's fine. That's fine. Who cares? You clearly don't care about the game enough to play these events that aren't worth that much. What's wrong with that? It's a grind to get them and they're not worth it. Some people think it is worth it and they'll do it. So just don't do it. You don't have to, man. Come on. You're basically admitting that you just don't even bother anymore, which is fine. Like, a lot of people don't bother. But like, your alternative for it to be so valuable that it forces you to play, where the weekend events are so valuable where you skip out going to a movie with your wife because you have to get your lockers in because you can't miss out on the events. Is that what you want? Is that what you want to control your life? The events? Come on, man. I'll save you the time and say on your behalf, thanks for the feedback. We'll let the team know. Oh man, if I was Toller, I would have totally commented that exact statement. Oh my god, missed troll opportunity. This guy just said exclamation point. I don't know what that means. Does that mean like this plus this? Fantasy week hopefully means wail the hell out on DSR before the theme gets nerfed week. Because fantasy is the best theme in the game. That guy might actually be in chat. What's up, Scott? Fantasy week. How many times do we have to say about this theme? Who's we? In challenge mode. Okay, you're right. It's strong in challenge mode. That's Bebe's fault. That's Bebe's fault. And now Bradley's fault. I get it's nice to have theme weeks, but challenge mode every week is fantasy week, and it needs to change. What about the last 2 weeks that were superhero? How can you possibly say every week is fantasy week after just going through 2 weeks that were superhero? I don't know, man. These people. But I mean, no offense to anybody. Obviously, they care enough about the game to comment in chat. If you didn't know, there's only about like a 10% reaction or interaction ratio. So just for these people to reach out means they care enough to reach out. So I appreciate these people, every single one of them. That guy has 329 posts. I appreciate you guys caring enough about South Park and the community to voice your opinions. They're all valuable. Some of them might just be dumber than the others. Sorry about it. Funny dog, what's up, K-bro? K-dog. Superhero and fantasy got me 12 wins. Oh yeah, it's easy, man. They were superhero themed, yes, but also they were just Bradley meta. That's a good point. He's a tough card, dude. Like, I don't know what to say. Terrence and Phillip were the shit too, and it's hard to balance a card for team wars or for challenge mode and everything else. Like, that job is fucking rough, dude. To make a card balanced at 1 versus everything at level 1 versus a 5. Tough, man. Not much. Can you watch Stranger Things? Can I watch it? Like, on stream? No. I've watched it, though. Here's my first about. Hate to say it, but I spend cash to finish those token events more than I'd like. But my time is more important to me. See, Cap, I'm with you, man. It's time or money. These games are always a time or money. You either spend the time or spend a little money. And the games where you can get everything that you can get with the money for the time are the really, really good free-to-play ones. South Park is one of the ones where, I mean, it's possible for the events and stuff. Like, it's possible to get all the rewards that you can get without paying money, but you can just get way, way more by paying money. Like, more than you could ever get by just playing. So if there was no locker limit, you could say that you could just grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. But nobody would want there to not be a locker limit. I promise you. I promise you, you love that you hit that locker limit. You love it. You're like, yes, I can stop playing. Nobody hits locker limit and they're like, oh man. Oh man. You could always run AQR to stop Bradley. You could run Tupperware instead of Mosquito. Anyway. that concludes the first ever South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update. I'm here with my co-host Stan, and Stan's got something to say. Stan can't talk, he's a fucking stuffed animal, you idiots. Thank you for stopping by. We're gonna go on a little break. We're gonna go to chillin'. We're gonna talk with you guys a little bit. We're gonna switch over to Minion Masters. It's Minion Masters Monday. We're gonna do a giveaway of dwarf tokens, which is like giving away packs and shit. So make sure you stop by. It's free to play on Steam and Discord, and it might be on Xbox now. I don't know. It's a really fun game. And you guys should stick around. But anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Make sure you check out whatever videos are going to be popping out on my head. We're doing this every week, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment. Speaking of comments, we're going to do a little thing today. We're going to do it every week. We're going to have like a question of the week. Now this week, the question is, now if you're watching on YouTube, I want you to comment what you think it is. If you're watching in Twitch right now, you can like maybe throw your ideas up there in chat. I lied, it's not going to be up there. We're going to switch it soon enough. So you can throw your comment in YouTube later, save it, think about it. You have the benefit of being able to think about it a little longer than these peeps on YouTube are going to have. Fryer, thanks for the fucking biddies to close off this portion of the stream. The stream's still going though, so don't go anywhere. But we got a premium loot box coming to Fryer Pop. So the question of the week is, Oni, Chris, the question of the week is, and I want you to comment this below in the comments on YouTube, or, I mean, if you're on Twitch right now, just, you know, get a time machine, go in the future, comment, come back, you know, just get rid of it, just get it over with right now. The question is, what would the effect of a, next week I'll have it in like a graphic over here at this point. What would the effect of a zero cost neutral card have to be, a spell? What would the effect of a zero cost neutral card have to be to make it a viable card to play, and to make it where it's not a card that you'd have to play? You know what I mean? Like a zero cost spell that did even 10 damage would almost be, it would almost force you to play. That's like fucking the strong card, right? Like zero cost, whatever. Or it would be more than 10. It'd be more than 10, guys. But anyway, what would the effect have to be for it to actually possibly be in the games? And we're gonna talk about that next week at the ending portion of the SPPD weekly update. So make sure you stop by Monday at 7 p.m. with me, your host, Glanzer. Maybe we'll have other hosts along the way. Who knows? It's funny that Glansbot didn't show up after you said fag basket, so it's like, it doesn't, you look like an idiot. I don't know why Glansbot didn't show up right there. Anyway, so once again, what would the zero cost neutral spell card have to be to actually be viable, playable, not too strong, not OP? So it takes one of your phone's health bars in exchange for your enemy new kid losing 1 energy. You know, that's what it would probably have to be. It would have to be a trade-off. You'd have to lose something in order to play it. I agree with you there. Don't talk about it anymore, guys. You're losing your ideas. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. The first South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update, the first South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update is over. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks a bunch, Fryer Pop, for the biddies. And this was a lot of fun. We'll be back here next week. We'll be watching some Team Wars games. We'll be going over the update, which should have some more substance to it. We'll also be going through comments. It'll be the same stuff, but we'll be throwing in some flavor. We'll be throwing in some different stuff, some different little segments, if you will. We'll try to keep it around 2 hours every night, though. That works out for my Monday slot. So I appreciate you guys. Peace out.